school change is going to happen most easily if there is strong leadership. In the places where there has been whole school leadership, you feel when you walk into the school that there is a sense of whole school change, that all the teachers are aware of this learning. In schools where there is not a cohesive, strong leadership, the professional development has been more piecemeal, and you may see some real change and solid growth in small pockets, but you don't have the same sense that everybody in the school is committed.
Change for anybody is hard. It's hard for me, and I recognize that as I'm trying to lead others through change. It's hard because it's the unknown. We often get very comfortable where we are, and the role of the leader, as I see it, is really trying to understand where each person is and trying to figure out how to get each of them to come along.
This is not something that a person can do alone. You have to work with virtually every teacher in the school, people at very different levels in the school, and that's going to be a complicated process. And having the patience to allow people the space they need to get to where they're ready to actually make significant steps forward is going to be a critical piece. It's not the sort of thing that happens overnight. We're asking people to make behavioral changes in their teaching practice, in the way they plan, in the way they think about children and about teaching and learning. And that's not something that comes in a few months.
The very idea that different perspectives that often are not around the table, we're sitting to talk honestly about our school, that our teachers, we're talking with our head of school, we're talking with learning specialists, not just about serving diverse learners, but about our entire educational ecosystem and what things we need to face and be honest about. To me, that is invaluable. Ultimately, if you want schools to change in any way, the teachers have to help shape what that change is going to look like and then own the implementation of it.
The teacher's voice is really important in whole school change because we're the people on the ground running. We see day to day what's happening with the students in the classroom, and we can see the actual elements of change. And we are the ones who are able to collect the data on a day-to-day basis.
I think when teachers deliver information or share their vulnerabilities or their struggles amongst each other, it's a more authentic and organic process, as opposed to an administrator coming down and saying, this is what we need to do. I think people just hear that differently if it comes from a colleague or a teacher leader.
Teacher leaders are a wonderful liaison between the rest of the teaching faculty and the administration. And we have a unique opportunity to be able to relay both messages to both parties. And so really hearing people is, I think, an incredible necessity of a teacher leader, and if done well, can be a real strength.
Some of the characteristics of a teacher leader that I look for are for people who are excellent on what we would call master teachers. But what I mean by that is not only are they outstanding at their craft, but they are reflective practitioners, that they understand the importance of reflecting on their work, on making their practice public, on being willing to share records of practice, both where they've had success and being able to reflect on that, but also what the challenges have been. And that they understand that they are responsible for children, the learning of children in their school beyond just their classroom. And that they are invested in and supportive of the growth of other teachers.